Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? So, as many of you may or may not know, the new Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet trailer has dropped. I'm gonna watch it over. I've already watched it, and I've also read what some people have said online about some of the stuff, but I wanted to go over it and really like take a look at what the stuff that's going on because this is the first time. Well, that's not true. This is the first time I've been excited about a mainline Pokemon game in a very long time. Um, I don't count Pokemon Legends Arceus as a mainline Pokemon game. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what Nintendo says. I don't care what Game Freak says. I don't care what the Pokemon Company says. It's not a mainline Pokemon game. Unless this game plays exactly like that, which I don't think that it does. It looks like it's just a well, we'll talk about it as it goes on. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This bad boy. So the game footage is not final. That's good. Texture work is still like meh. Let's hope it gets better. Not really having a whole lot of faith in that. Not that it's a big deal. I don't really care too much about that, but it is something to note. So these are the two new professors. Professor Sada, which I guess is taken from the part of the Spanish word meaning past, Posada, and then this is from the last two syllables of the word for future, Futuro or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Futuro. If that's not, that's what I read online. All right, and it seems to align pretty well with the way that they're sort of dressed. She's dressed like this caveman person. He's dressed with this like Iron Man suit thing underneath them. So it seems to be like a pretty big break between the two. One's about past, one's about future. Based on the coloring and everything, it looks like the future one's going to be like violet, and the past one's going to be scarlet. Something that we'll talk about this at the end. Yeah, I'll talk about this major thing I have with something that this game could do that it's not going to do that I wish that it did, that it would make it really good, but we'll see. We'll talk through it. Here are the starters. I honestly don't remember their names. I still have to play through Sword and Shield because I never did that. So I don't even know any of those Pokemon's names. No, I know some of them. I'm not gonna say I don't know any of them. But yeah, we got Grass Cat. We got Duck. The 500th Duck, and we got this crocodile fire thing. Grass. Yeah. Yep. I will say that just from what they're showing so far, and of course they're going to showcase some of the best stuff, it looks like the highs in this game are definitely higher and better than sort of like what they had in Sword and Shield. Hey Nick, what's up? How you been? I haven't streamed in forever, so I haven't really talked to anyone in a long time. I haven't really been on my computer in a long time, but I was just saying, it looks like the highs in terms of like the texture on this orange looks pretty good. I don't think there was anything in Sword and Shield that looked quite like that. So it's definitely it seems like they're heading towards like a nicer looking direction, which is nice just for the true reasons. One, it sounds like they actually took feedback that people gave them pretty seriously, and two, it sounds like they're actually putting a lot more effort into it. It's also interesting if this game does have a lot more effort going into it just because of the fact that they had that same team working on Pokemon Legends Arceus. I say same team, the same developer was working on it, right? Because it was Game Freak. But I am curious if they grew the dev team such that they can be developing multiple games at the same time or something like that. 4-player co-op sells it for me. I didn't even know there was 4-player co-op. But that definitely is something. But alright, let's keep going. And it looks like something else that I noticed, they made the animation, they really added like animations, made them like super fluid, made it look more not dead. So that was definitely a plus. And definitely like the world, so like yeah, this texturing still pretty rough, which is we'll see if that gets improved. My guess is that it's not. It's fine. I don't really give a fuck. But um, it is noticeable when you're not looking at the characters, because the characters are the character is really detailed. At least, you know, for like a Pokemon game on like the Switch. But with that in mind, this does look like this would be like a world I would see in like Pokemon Legends Arceus. Again, I don't think it's going to be quite, you know, like that. But is this what you were talking about, the co-op? And this seems all like pretty normal Pokemon fare. And then we have Lechonk, who is amazing. We witnessed a legend be born today, because there's no way that this isn't going to become like the newest, biggest meme. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have a team of 6 Lechonks. I think that's what my goal is gonna be. Yeah, I mean, if they have it to where like 4 players can cross regions, it's interesting. We'll see. I don't know what the intent of that would be. I also don't know what that implies for like the game world. I don't remember a lot from the first trailer. Maybe I'll watch that one over again too. But I think there was something that implied it was going to be like an open world, or if that was like stated at some point, which like is interesting. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the way that Sword and Shield had it. But I guess we'll see. Only thing that bugs me about Lechonk is that based on his description, because I don't remember if they released his typing, but it seems like based on like his description and his Pokedex entry, he's gonna at least evolve into a fighting type, and I just don't think fighting types are very interesting. Duel battles, multiplayer events, dual boss battles. That would be interesting. I guess we'll find out and see. And then there's this thing, which is from like the last generation, which I never played, but and then trading looks kind of awkward, but the world looks really good. I can't really compare it to Sword and Shield because, like I said, I didn't really play that. I didn't even really watch much people play it. I have a lot of issues just with that game in concept, although I do have it now because this game got me excited. And I will eventually stream that, but the trade in session seems a lot more seamless, though. I'm sure it is. It just looks strange to me. I'm sure functionally it's fine. Because I definitely, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I kind of miss when it was like in the Pokemon Center, but like there isn't really a reason for that. Like there's no genuine reason for that to be the case. There may have been a reason for it, like back when the games first came out, to make sure that people weren't like doing game-breaking things. But maybe with like the game being open world, I mean, it's been like this for a long time, so it's really hard to like even, you know, it has to have been like this since I think at least Gen 6 for sure. Because I know that had Wonder Trading. Gen 4 had the Global Trade Station. I think you still had to be in like you still had to go to the Pokemon Center or something to trade in that game. I don't remember what Gen 5 had. I imagine it was something pretty similar. But yeah, the only reason you would do it is if you made like a really linear game and you didn't want players to like break things, like being in a specific location where like you need to like swim or something, and so you don't want them to trade that Pokemon away. And then of course you could always do it to make it to where you can't get rid of a Pokemon. You can't release a Pokemon that has an HM, which they did in Gen 3. Something similar to that, but yeah. And then these new legendary Pokemon are kind of nuts. Yeah, I don't know what to think of really This one, the one on the right, the one on the left is like, okay, I get it. Sure, we'll say it's a Pokemon, whatever. The one on the right is just like, they just went nuts. They're just like, I don't know. I don't know if they're like, we're gonna make like, because it's like, yeah, I don't, are the, like, what's its typing, right? Because it looks like electric. It looks like it could be steel. It looks like it could be dragon. They do all that, you're right, they do look very Digimon. Oh, I don't like that. I'm not gonna be able to unsee that. Especially this one. Oh, this one looks such like a Digimon. I mean, even the turbines are still kind of weird, even for a Digimon. At least turbines like this. Actually, no, because like the turbines are also kind of like its feet. Okay, no, that is very Digimon. Yeah, I guess this one's very Digimon too. But there's something about like this one, at least like conceptually, it's like I look at him like, okay, I get it. It's like, all right, I don't understand the wheel thing. Okay, I actually do have kind of like some idea on this. I like Scarlet and Violet. Those are very pretty colors. Those are two of my favorite colors. Which is also why I'm kind of excited, which is a stupid reason to be excited, but whatever, I don't care. Digital pre-orders available now on Nintendo eShop. Is that the whole trailer? There's still something else, right? Oh, there's just this weird. I don't know if this is meant to be significant or anything or what, but okay. So, this game has really good potential to be like a really high tier game in terms of like making meta commentary on the series. I don't think it's going to do this. This would be very high level for Pokemon, although there has been some commentary and things that they have done in past games, so it is possible. But something that I think is interesting, I'm just going to point out a few things. So it's interesting that they went with Scarlet and Violet as the colors that they picked. Because Scarlet and Violet, it's not perfect because this would kind of only make sense in an American sense. It's just interesting that Scarlet is like a shade of red, and Violet, if you know you're doing like roses are red, violets are blue, is like a shade of blue. So it feels like it's some sort of like next version of like red and blue, as in like it could be a statement of like redefining the series. And the fact that it seems like the characters are based on like the past and like the future, it could make an interesting commentary on like where the series has been and where it's going. I don't think it's gonna do that. At least I don't. Yeah, I would be surprised. I would think that'd be like a really clever thing for them to do, and it could be really interesting, heartwarming for people who have like, you know, been with Pokemon for a super long time, especially because people who started with Pokemon as kids are definitely like, you know, like in their 30s, late 20s, like maybe, like I guess I'm in my late 20s, but it would just be really interesting, really heartwarming. They could just do a lot of interesting things with it, but I don't think that they're going to. There might be some subtle commentary on that, but it makes me think of like they did make commentary on that sort of, not on that sort of thing, but they did make some sort of like meta commentary stuff in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with how you should sort of like think of different games as different like parallel universes and stuff like that. When people like, it's like, oh, when you and your friend are playing, it's like you guys have the same game, but it's like different parallel universes. I think the in-game like canon for it, which was really interesting for them to like explore. So like they are able to do some like interesting concepts. I just don't know. I don't know how they would execute on that. I don't know what that would look like. And outside of the theory that it's, you know, the characters like from the past and the future, and that like it's Scarlet and Violet, which are like red and blue, which again is something that would only make sense for like an American audience, not really a Japanese audience. And well, I guess it would just be like a Western audience, right? Because I think everyone got red and blue. Yeah, they must have. It'd just be interesting. I'm guessing, because these are definitely supposed to represent like wheels of some sort. I gotta think it's representative of like time or something. Just because like it's based on like the past and the future. There's got to be something with that. Um, you want a 4-person free for all? That could be interesting. It could also be very confusing, but I'm sure they could make it work, right? Wait, can you play 4-person across versions? Have many questions. You mean like 4-player like across? When you say across versions, do you mean like across like Scarlet and Violet, or do you mean like across like Scarlet, Violet, Sword and Shield, that sort of thing? I mean, I guess we'll have to see. Oh, I'm actually kind of curious, because I didn't really do this. Look on the Pokemon website. What information do they have about the game on here? Sure, accept the cookies. Let's see, what do we got? Pre-order. The box art looks pretty cool. I'll give it that much. Learn now details about Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxlia, which are just weird names, but we'll take it. Not too big of a deal. World of Pokemon has evolved. Okay, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are the first RPGs, open world RPGs in the Pokemon series. Okay, so they're saying that they're open world. I guess we'll see what that looks like. As you enjoy the hallmarks of the series, teaming up with battling, training, and trading Pokemon, you'll be able to immerse yourself in a newly evolved adventure. Okay, I think this is where there's going to be like the most interesting information. The world of Pokemon. The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the newest chapters in the Pokemon series, are coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a new evolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely in a richly expressed open world. This is just pictures, yeah. Pictures from the trailer. Okay, yeah, not too much there. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet offer an open world experience that only the Pokemon series can deliver, one welcoming even to newcomers to the series. You can experience a new style adventure with a world that you're free to explore at your leisure and not in an order dictated by the story. You will, of course, journey to hone your skills as a Pokemon trainer, but many more discoveries and stories await you. Meet a variety of people in Pokemon, adventure in the world of Pokemon that way you want to. Okay, cool. A deeper experience with multiplayer gameplay. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet allows multiplayer gameplay with up to 4 players. Along the series staples, such as trading and battling, you will be able to explore the various locations of the region in these games with other players. You can discover new Pokemon and explore unfamiliar areas with your friends and family, opening the door to an adventure more precious and fun than ever. So, with all this stuff, where it's being able to like explore worlds with like your friends, because like that is significantly different than anything Pokemon. Like Pokemon has not done anything close to that, and that's definitely something that people have wanted for like a super long time. I hope they execute that really well. I could see a lot of ways that could go be like really awkward, but I guess we'll see how it works. And like that sort of thing, like that being such a significant change, like it being like open world being such a significant change, because you know, I don't, from what I know about Sword and Shield, they kind of made an argument that it was like open world with Arceus. They kind of made an argument that it was open world, but like in this game, they're just straight up saying this is the first open world game. So like this must be completely open world. Like this must be completely more ingrained in like the open world sort of mentality than like the other games are, which is like cool. But I think that this sort of like goes the what I was talking about with like Scarlet and Violet, like basically being like the new versions of like Red and Blue, and they're kind of like restarting the series, because that's sort of like their approach that they took with like Legend of Zelda. I think it's impossible for them to do that with Mario. I don't even know what that would look like. But like Pokemon is kind of like the next logical entry to like sort of like, you know, revamp that entire sort of thing to like make it interesting. Well, Diamond and Pearl had the underground, which you could play with friends. I guess. I mean, you could, yeah. I don't think most people were. Don't get me wrong. I loved the underground when I was like playing Diamond and Pearl back in the day, but I don't know if I would say that that was the quintessential Pokemon experience. Yeah. Okay, so that's all the information we really have so far about the gameplay and stuff. It's interesting. It will be interesting to see how this game plays out. Yeah, that's gotta be like what the texturing looks like. Okay. Again, I don't really care. I know a lot of other people do. It's just interesting. There's not much to it, to be fair, but for co-op, it was leagues ahead of anything Pokemon had done. Sure. I mean, you're not wrong, but mostly because, well, the only sort of co-op that they really had prior to that was really just like trading, right? That's kind of like co-op in its own weird way. Um, it's kind of like what it was. It was kind of designed to be like a cooperative sort of experience, but um, let's see. Learn more. I don't really care about these starters. I guess afterwards, Jesus Christ. Koraidon and Miraidon. Okay. Mirai means future. I think I read Korai means past, which would make sense because Mirai means future. So it's like future lizard and past lizard. And then of course we got Lechonk. We got Palmy, which I don't know what rodent that's supposed to be based on. And then we got Smoliv, which is an olive. Which, like, I'm fine with. So what I like about this, what I kind of like about Smoliv is that he looks kind of like Cherubi. He looks like some of like the other Pokemon that are based on like fruits and vegetables and stuff, and like at least like internally in my head, that makes it feel more like natural. There's a picture I had. I don't think I have it anymore. Where it was like a breakdown of all the Pokemon, and it like connected them in like one evolutionary tree. Where it's like, all these Pokemon are clearly like kind of like related to each other because of like how they look and their physiology and stuff like that. And seeing this makes me feel more aligned with that sort of thing. Now, to be fair, we also have Pokemon who have like clothing and shit, and I hate that stuff. I hate when Pokemon have clothing. It's the dumbest thing. I mean, to be fair, there's this thing. I don't with the LED eyes. Because why not? I do like the natural Pokemon, too many cats and dogs. Yeah, I mean, I do like, I guess I do like when they just like sort of like just do something a little bit more interesting. It's like pigs, we've had pigs. But none called Lechonk. Normal. Yeah, he's normal. He's definitely going to evolve into a fighting type. Gourmand with excellent nose. Lechonk uses its sense of smell to find and eat only the most fragrant wild grasses and the richest berries. As a result of its dining habits, it has come to radiate an aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon dislike. Interesting. And that's supposed to be like the pigs that they used to get truffles. So, okay. Timid and faint-hearted, but also strong. If attacked by an opponent and startled, it will charge forward in a panic. It may appear fat at first glance, but in reality, the Pokemon's body is mostly muscle built by constantly walking around in search of food. This makes me think that it's going to be a fighting type, and I just don't like fighting types. They're just not super interesting to me. Yeah, dude, Lechonk's, it's such a good name. It's such a good name. They need I don't know if this is like the localized name, or if it's if this is what the name is even in French, but if this is the localized name, they need to give that localizer like a fuck ton of money. He needs to name all the Pokemon. Because here's the thing with Lechonk, I will never forget that name. I couldn't forget that name if I tried. I just read all the names of the starters. The only one that I kind of remember is that the water duck one is called Quaxley. I don't remember what the other two are called because, like, look at these names. Sprigatito. So it's supposed to be like a sprig of like. I look up sprig. It's like a. I want to say it's like a stalk of like yeah, this. It's like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I don't know what the rest of this name has to. It's sprig, as in a sprig, and then gatito, which would mean kitten. Okay. That's so forced. That is so forced. And then Fuecoco. Because does Fueco mean like fire? Because I know Fuego does. I'm assuming that this is coming from something like that, like Fueco being like Fuego, and then Coco being like a crocodile or something. Um, I guess we'll see. I don't know. But I do like these. You know, back in the day, I think old me wouldn't have liked these, but I'm just like, now I'm just like, you know what, these are fine. Just whatever. There's something about them that seems very like, they seem very animal-like. I mean, there's just like nothing I can say about this. I like his name. I don't dislike the way he looks also, but it's just like, I don't know what to say about it. And then yeah, I think all of these are pretty good. Again, I don't know what this is. It's a mouse Pokemon, which does it just say that? Does it say that for all of the Pokemon whatevers? How do I feel about the chest tires? They've got to be based on like they've got to be based on like something that isn't. Yep. So I'm sitting here and I was like looking and I'm like, it can't just be like a chest tire. There's got to be something else. And I'm assuming that the in-game logic, obvious fan service, so the obvious like there's obviously going to be some sort of like alternate logic in the series about it, like for sure. Um and maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe everyone else recognized this right off the bat. I didn't. He's clearly based on a motorcycle, right? This is meant to be like the handlebars. This is meant to be the front wheel. This is meant to be the back wheel. He kind of has this Native American aesthetic. And Indian motorcycles were like a popular thing. I imagine they were even popular in Japan. That just keep yeah. Yeah, people calling them the cycle lizards. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But I don't know about this, right? Like, are we saying that this looks like a motorcycle? Is this one of them Yu-Gi-Oh 5D motorcycles? What if this game turns out to be like a it actually crosses into the Yu-Gi-Oh 5D world or something? That would be the stupidest. I mean, it'd be impressive. Here's the thing. No matter how stupid a crossover is, I'm always impressed when they happen because that takes like effort and dedication and all sort of stuff. From like both sides, which is why when people were upset about Sora being in Smash, first of all, I love Sora being in Smash, but when some people were upset about Sora being in Smash, I'm like, well, you gotta be at least kind of like impressed, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. I was impressed. Yeah, exactly. With their hair looking like handlebars and whatnot. Also, I don't know how delayed this is, so I don't know if it's like a um 20-second delay or something. I don't know. When I was playing games with John the other day, he said it was like a 10-second delay or something, but it seemed like it was longer than that. But whatever. It's not a big deal. So the main characters. As with the main characters, you'll set off on your adventure. Your outfit will vary depending on whether you play Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. Who knows what kind of story awaits you? Well, I mean, plus I assume that you can just change your clothes, right? Could you imagine they took that feature away? It's like, sorry, there's no like, you can't. There's no more accessories. It's like, oh, okay. Well, that's good. It's good to know that it's not bad. Um, Even if it was, I mean, like, it really doesn't matter too much. There's like some delay or that sort of thing, but whatever. Okay. Two different professors. For the first time in the series, one of two different professors will appear in your game depending on the version you choose to play, which is interesting. They got rid of the. I don't remember what the name of the last. I didn't play Sword and Shield yet, which I'll get to eventually, but I haven't played them yet. So I don't know if this died in that game, but it kind of sucks they don't have like the tree names, right? It's like, oh, this one's past, this one's future. It's like, that's cool, I guess, but I don't know. I want to still have the tree names. That was kind of cool. In Pokemon Scarlet, you will meet yeah, whatever. Nemona, a powerful Pokemon trainer. Your friend Nemona has a sunny and energetic disposition. She absolutely loves Pokemon battles. She's an experienced Pokemon trainer and serves as a reliable guide for you on your adventures. She has undisputed skill in battle, though it does also seem that she's not the best at throwing Pokeballs. Wait, what? Wait. she's good at battling Pokemon, but she's not good at throwing Pokeballs. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a euphemism. I don't know. Are you these three's trainers? Are you these three's trainers? Yeah, I guess that's a. That sounds super weird. Um. Oh, that's all the characters we get then. All right. I mean, it seems like it'll be dope. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Because I don't think they have anything else, right? No, I think that's all the things. Well, I do think it'll be able to make some interesting commentary if it is the red blue sort of thing. I don't know. I mean, maybe someone else has come up with that theory too. I have no idea. But it feels like Scarlet and Violet is meant to represent red and blue. Again, that's sort of a stretch because it would more likely be red and green. But it could be symbolic of them sort of like restarting the series in a way. In like a real way where it's like, okay, well, we have these sorts of rules that we sort of set up for ourselves and we try to like circumnavigate them a little bit. I worry about frame rate in multiplayer, but otherwise looks really solid. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. It's definitely like way too early to make any sort of comments on that sort of stuff. Because if we're being honest, at least from what I've seen from clips, it's definitely very. I say it looks very demo-y. I've never given them the benefit of the doubt. I've never had a reason to give them the benefit of the doubt. And like, even with Pokemon Legends Arceus, when they were like, people were like, oh no, this will look better at some point. It's like it never did, which was fine. But I guess I shouldn't expect it to look better for this game. But it feels like if you look, like some of the animations for the grass and stuff, like they don't loop. So like the animation will just restart. I assume that's gotta change. Like there's no way they're gonna keep that. We'll see. Again, it's not something I care about, but I guess that is a level of polish that you would expect it just being from like, a Nintendo IP. You would think that they would probably have a little bit more on that, A lot of hills and certain walls are a simple texture, which is cheap, which is like true. And my guess is that it's gonna stay like that. Only because like if you was it this one? Like if you look, like this is like their banner that they're going with. Like this is not a very good looking banner. It could just be the case that they just decide to, because this is clearly from one of the frames where main characters run through the field. There's Venonats and stuff everywhere. So they could have just been like, we're just gonna take the screen grab, we're just gonna use it. It seems weird though, because they could have taken a lot of other screen grabs that would have looked at least a little bit nicer. Which makes me think that they're not too concerned with this. And again, it's not a big deal. Pokemon Legends Arceus looked like this. And I didn't find that distracting at all. There's actually a lot of cool things in Pokemon Legends Arceus that actually that the low graphics actually sort of, it worked towards its advantage, in my opinion. That's an entirely different thing. And I that's not like an excuse to like say, hey, we should have worse graphics, but it was something that I guess I found endearing. The town looks good though. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's so funny because like this is like not a good shot. Like I don't know like what is going through their minds in terms of like, yes, we'll go with this. Because like something I think they could do really well with Pokemon is, if it was more stylized, then like I'd get it. But it looks like they're like not, they're trying to make it like, like kid friendly, but I don't know if I would call it stylized. It's like it's trying to like have an anime-ish aesthetic. But like they're trying to do it in like the most real way possible. Like these characters look kind of like dolls. And it just makes it really awkward because like if you make it stylized, you can get away with more things like the grass looking like, where was it? The grass looking like this. Like I can imagine a world where this grass looks really cool. But the problem is they're not trying to put it in a world where like that sort of aesthetic would make sense, because look at this Pikachu. They're really trying to like look at this Pikachu's got shader. This looks. If it wasn't for the fact that all these screens came from the trailer, I would think that this was like Photoshop. They photoshopped this Pikachu and put him on this background. It just doesn't look right. Which, like, if the gameplay's fun, I don't really care. But it is like a piece that they're missing. It's something that like if they, like, they're one of the biggest They're one of the biggest. I want to say devs in the world. The Pokemon Company is one of the biggest, like, it is the largest media franchise company in the world. They can like get people to make this like a better sort of thing. I think maybe doing something like cell shading would probably look a little better. I can't remember. Jesus Christ, my memory is so bad. I think that's sort of like more of the aesthetic they went with in Pokemon Legends Arceus a little bit. Wasn't I don't remember it being so textured like this. I remember it having like a little bit more of like a cell shady side to it a little bit, which I think is a better approach than this. There's just like this disconnect where like it makes this other stuff a lot more glaring. But if that's the world they want to go with, I mean, that's fine. But I think all of at least the gameplay decisions they've made so far, again, they're just very general overviews, seem to be pretty good. I can't really complain about like that. Not yet. I'm sure they will give me tons of things to criticize them for. But I am pretty excited. Cool. It's not rated yet. Maybe we'll get rated M. Special bonus. I haven't played this game in a while. Available at Target. What? I should have done that. I could have gotten stationery. I could have written a letter and mailed it out to all of my favorite buddies. And then there's this event. Is there any DLC for this game yet? Like any real DLC? I mean, I guess there was DLC for like, they need to fix that. Special bonus. Oh, you get Darkrai if you have one of these. Oh. See, like this is a little bit more stylized, a little bit more cell shady. They should do this. It would give them so much more flexibility with the game with the game's look. It would be so much less distracting. Oh, I guess I can get Shaman. Once I pop open that game. I did get these masks, for sure. But yeah. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. I haven't played Pokemon Snap. I know Pokemon Snap had some DLC, like real DLC too. They're like, and it was free. But they're like, let's add 3 more maps. It's like, okay, that's pretty significant. Okie dokie. Why are these their featured Pokemon? Alright. Was there anything else the Pokemon Company had? Hey, it shows me streaming. That's a little weird. Oh, they announced. Oh, no. That was literally the only thing they showed today. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's see. What else do we have going on? So many games I can pull up that I can get a little headway in. Do I want to start playing Who's Lila? It seems like an investment. Well, sure, let's do it. Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna play. Who's Lilo? See what we can learn about this one. Epilepsy warning. This game contains flashing lights and high contrast imagery. Okay. So, this game, I've only I saw MatPat play, and I'm like, oh, this is really interesting. It deals with some of the things that I like the most, which is seems like an interesting narrative, or I guess an interesting way to tell a narrative, an interesting narrative itself too. Cosmic horror, which is phenomenal. Cosmic horror is one of the greatest genres of anything, mostly because it usually knows how to explore its medium really well, and then unique gameplay, which I think is interesting. So let's play this and see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too scary. Okay. It's difficult for me to express emotions. I'm Jon Snow. Alright, no. That voice will that voice will annoy me. I also hope my camera isn't in the way, but I guess we'll find out. I envy other people. They make... No. I guess I'll just talk about myself. I'm awkward. Right. I envy other people. They make faces naturally, but I have to make a conscious decision each time I move a muscle. Every morning I go to the bathroom to rehearse what my face is going to show today. How do I... Okay, so I click to move? Is there any other way to move? No. Okay. So we got a phone though. I'm not expecting any calls today. Broken. Why is it still here? Is this like a broken Nokia phone? How the f did he even do that? Alright. Let's go this way. The game makes me feel like I want to go this way. Hint, press spacebar to see all interactables. Oh! That's useful. The spilled beer reeks. I tried to wipe it with the newspaper. Did you really think that was going to work, bud? What's the newspaper? What does it say? The beginning of the article is unreadable. Oh, because he spilled the beer. The same study shows how among all eras works of media exist. The same study shows how among all eras works of media exist. How among all eras. The same study shows how among all eras works of media exist. Okay, I guess. That seems to not only perfectly reflect the so-called zeitgeist of the respective era, but also appears to be very powerful movers of the public will. I should be speaking this like an old-timey radio voice, huh? So powerful and effective, in fact, that some speculate their existence to be premeditated and planned by unknown groups of higher-ups. We, being the respectable scientific publication we are not going to entertain unreadable. Yet, is there perhaps a process, a means to knowingly create a work from media of such power, unreadable, with the sudden global interconnectivity of the World Wide Web? Oh, interesting. So, this means that it takes place late 90s-ish, maybe? On Saturday afternoon, November 12th at 1 p.m., a fire has erupted in an apartment building on Cortlandt Street apartment, blah, 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 blah. Killing all its inhabitants, the apartment was allegedly used by a group led by Mr. La blah 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 blah. As the police are investigating the case, access to the site is currently restricted. Okay. What we got here? A journal? It's an empty glass. Very good. You're very observant. Very helpful. Oh, there's numbers here. I know what the code is. No, you don't. After all, it's my diary. Shut up. You have found a trash bag. Great. Okay. Guess we'll go here. Guess we'll interact with this. Missing person, Tanya Kennedy. Okie dokie. Missing person. Tanya Kennedy. You know what? This is great. If I didn't see it here, then I'm so glad it's here because then I would have seen it here. And if I didn't see this one here, then I'm glad this one's here because I wouldn't have seen it here. That's not a way. That doesn't waste your resources. You can enable teleporting through doors on double click in the settings gameplay. I don't really care. That seems weird. Well, I guess they want like people to speedrun this game or something. I don't know. A potted plant. Despite Miss Hutchins' efforts, it's dying. What a bitch. Hi, sweetie. Look at that. Look at that smile. Aw, it's fucking beautiful. What are you up to so early in the morning? Just throwing out the trash, Miss Hutchins. God dang, these fucking Smile Direct Club aligners. There's been an awful lot of crows near our trash cans. ... Annoying critters. I'll be on my way, Miss Hutchins. Take care of yourself, sweetie. Fuck you, you dumb bitch. Look at the crows. Being crows and shit. A dirty crow. Dirty crow. Dude, I am Jon Snow. Look at that. I'm not going to scare it away. Like, do you know that? A dirty crow. I'm not going to scare it away. Let's get all the crows. I know why you're here. Do you? Do you know why they're here? Alright, now I'm ready to go. Give a new task. Grab a bus to school. No one lives in that house anymore. Although derelict, the place is charming in its own way. We took Tanya there once. You've unlocked a new palette. Nightly Comforts. Oh, wait. Yo, if I can change the palette. Because I did see the way to change the palette. Which is kind of clever. Wait, can I not go back? Okay, I can. I was like, what the fuck? Did the music change? So the way that you change the palette is you go in the bathroom and you take some pills. What is this? Oh, that's pretty. No need for these anymore. You got a note to self. Happy, sad, angry. Wow, you fear. Very good, thank you. Good thing I have that. Wait a minute. Is there anything here that I should like actually like take note of? You? No, that seems normal. Wow, so like everything's open. Fear is like a frownish kind of thing with big eyes. Okay. Seems to make logical sense. When I see Miss Hutchins today, she'll ask how I am doing. I'll answer, good, thank you. You smiled. I see the dog on the street. Disgusted. You look disgusted. Some weird guy approaches me at the store. I'll scare him away. Grrr. Whoops. Very good. If I discover that my sworn enemy died, I'll make I guess that's disgusted. Oh, there we go. You look scared. Maybe I should try one more time. If I discovered that my sworn enemy died, I'll make... You know what? Fuck it. Just surprise, maybe. You made a surprise face. Maybe I should try one more time if I discovered that my sworn enemy died. You want me to do this, don't you? Smile. That's what you want. You smiled. If someone catches me off guard with an unexpected call. Surprise. That works. You made a surprise face. And if once again you see the one hiding in boilers, I'll be afraid. You look scared. Oh, it probably said you'll be like happy or some shit down there, didn't it? That's unlikely, isn't it? I have to take out the trash before going to school. I've appeared there for a while. You have a new task. Throw out the trash. I already did that though. Where's the... How do I... Do I have to... Maybe I have to beat the game first? Whoa. What is going on? As the game indicated, I was not expecting a call.
Hey man, why aren't you answering the phone they gave you? Anyway, have you heard? Father Lawrence is dead. Meet me at the train station.
Please. I beg you, let me back in.
Well, that was a little disturbing, folks. What am I doing? No. I don't want to train my expression a bit more. Oh. Thing is, I know when MatPat played, I know he went to the train station. And so I know what that is. Where'd it go? But I feel like if this was me the first time, and I got that message, I would have gone to the train station. I have a new text. Talk to Stroopnev. What the fuck I want? A train. I wish I could just run far, far away. Yeah. That wouldn't be a game, though. Hey, kid. Hi, Stroopnev. I can't see you too well. Can you move closer? He smells weird. A little bit like old people smell. Something else, like black tar? Kid, don't you want to ask me something? You called me on the regular phone, didn't you? Whatever. No use in the throwaways anymore. Kids' toys. Well, there's no one left now but me. And you. I've seen fires in my life, but that one's just fucking insane. Nothing's left there. What do we do without Father Lawrence? I have no concept of what's going on right now. Did he leave anything behind? Is she talking with you? What? She stopped talking to me after the fire. Lila did. She's still talking to you? Oh my god. Stop. No. Oh god, you made a sad face. So you too then. I guess we are in the same boat, kid. Fuck. After I got out from the Slammers, I haven't had any luck. With anything, pretty much. I thought I had someone left. It's you and me now, William. Worm. Okay. What did you say? Nothing, Stroopnev. It's a little sussy baka. Must be my imagination. Heh. He left something, by the way. Lawrence left something for you in a depot. A depot? Just over the bridge, an old train depot. What did he leave? You'll know when you see it. You have a new task. Get to the old depot. When we get to Home Depot, their stocks are doing terribly with the housing market going down. Is it over here? I guess so. Open that bitch up. Where the fuck are you? William! You thought you could fool me, didn't you? Lila, I know you can hear me. Please, you are my life. I don't get why you would choose that fucking kid. Please. 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 I just want to see you one more time. Maybe he captured you with his dirty body. Did he do that to you, my princess? Don't worry, I'll free you from him. And you can have me instead. You'll be nice and cozy. Nice and cozy right here. Kid, how dare you fucking steal her from me? I'll cut her a way out. I'll carve her out of you. Okay. If you could not, buddy, please. Okay. Nope. Fuck. Go. Fuck this guy. Go. No jump scares, please. No jump scares, please. Thank you. Thank you. Nope. Okay, what am I looking at? Fuck this. Oh, I see what I'm looking at. Okay. Fuck! Stop! You fucking idiot! Okay, I need to get a sense of. I don't think he has like I don't think he has a defined pattern of walking. But I definitely don't want to die. Because I don't like dying. I don't like being a loser. Okay. Let's wait for him to walk back this way, maybe. Then we can go here. Okay, let's just go. Little bone. Probably belonged to a small animal. You've unlocked a new palette. Violet Violence. Okay. So I need to get to that ladder. Okay. Is he gonna walk a different direction or no? I think the game actually wants me to lure him, doesn't it? Oof. Stay over there, stay over there, stay over there, stay over there, stay over there. Fuck. Go down this way. Go down this way. No, don't go down that way. Go left again? Okay. No. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. What's going on with my face? What's going on in general? What the fuck? Look at this dumb little grin. It's her again. Oh fuck! What? What's? So you wanted to see so badly? Well,
Feast your eyes, Root now.
oh God, this is horrifying. Dude, get spaghettified, motherfucker. Yo, my character's like, I just don't give a fuck about any of this. She hid in the boiler again. Well, are you satiated now? The Empress. Oh, Lila. You are such a naughty, naughty girl. I do not desire defeat for now. The abode that you seek, it has a numerical value assigned to it. The number is 43033. Fucking Lawrence. Ah, he's always playing his pranks. Leaving giant space monsters around. Ah, I knew he'd fuck with me right before he died. It was 43033, right? 43033. Sailed, why don't you just type it? You have a computer. Shut the fuck up. Okay. And William has hidden this one so well. Now, Lila. Your endeavors amuse me. But now it's time for us to cease. Much fun. Oh, here are my pallets. Wait, I thought the pallets were somewhere else. Oh. Nightly comforts. Ooh. Nightly comforts feels really off-putting to me. Oh, okay. Oh. So I make it full screen, didn't realize. Okay. What time is it? We've been streaming for like an hour. You know what though, I am gonna call it there. Oh, background changed. Whoopsie doody. I meant to do that. But yeah, I'm actually gonna call it there for tonight. Actually had a lot of fun. This Who's Lila game is pretty fun. Even though, like I said, I've already seen that part of it. But it looks like it's got good places to go. And then talking about Pokemon was really fun, honestly. Wish there was more people on here to talk Pokemon with, but you know, we'll wait and see. Well, thank you guys for joining, though. Didn't have work. Probably be on later. Doing more fun things. But yeah, I'll talk to everyone later.